on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A gain there of 21 yards. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's crazy as hell, man.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. First and goal.
Why would you do that?
Chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
That's just ridiculous.
Prescott now.
Man,
And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to get that ball to the outside in this game.
Y'all never got a
That time, they won't take a chance.
But
Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Fourth down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tanner Conner, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
that's the craziest shit I've seen.
As they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They so fucking dumb, yo. God damn.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
To throw on second down. Hayden got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
Where's the key to the key?
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
The freezer about to be
open. On fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit.
Why would you
just have them all bunched up at the end of the year? That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That shit's so fucking dumb. I'm trying to help you, stupid ass. Yo, I'm not helping nobody else.
First down.
My dude fucking scoring because this dumbass nigga don't stick his fucking man.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
Oh, my God.
As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught inside the 5.
I don't know what
a big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL.
So fucking irritated right now.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
I never put on another one of these XP games. Every time I put them on, they put me in the game with a bunch of fucking idiots.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No, he is no matter what. That's what the game is going to do.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Oh, man, yo. This shit is fucking crazy, yo.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want
Stop fucking going by me, yo. What the fuck?
But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
Dumbass nigga just come and stand right beside me with his man. What the fuck is wrong with you, yo?
Is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because That big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Oh my fucking God, man. This shit's pissing me the fuck off, yo.
On first down, Hayden. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Hayden. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep
Fucking
that.
dumb,
The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands
I can't wait to find niggas on here.
That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill.
I'm going to shit on niggas so fucking much, bro. On purpose.
The line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Swear to God.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
I'm passing me the ball because I'm running towards you,
It's
nigga.
Prescott.
That's what y'all niggas like to fucking do. Act fucking stupid.
And this is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
First down, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first-half lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
79 Broncos. Trap 50, trap 50.
Throwing on first down. Hayden. Yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter
I
right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first. You know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Warrior 70.
That's a bitches, man. I swear to fucking God.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They still say fucking slightly early.
Showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the
Then they
sack.
say, yeah, I'm done with this
continues
shit.
to
I'm so
shoot
done with this
themselves
shit.
in the foot.
This game is so
And here,
fucking
another
retarded,
sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have
So
led to
fucking
turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this nigga, he
So
passes
Charles,
the
they
ball
are on
only
the
when
board
somebody's
after
coming
that
over.
kick. So
Not
3
when you-
drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
Oh,
And
this
he
fuck.
returns this to the 22.
Where the fuck you got, man?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I've never played a fucking
And with
game
a
so
huge
slow in my
lead
fucking
already,
life.
they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first.
Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that?
A first down throw for Prescott.
They made, oh, yo, I swear to fucking God, yo, they made this nigga, oh, the defense over there, let me jump towards the defense. Let me go towards the defense.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead
Shut
in
up.
the final minute of the half.
I ain't talking to you.
Zerline now for the PAT.
This nigga, I hate this motherfucker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
I hate that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nigga, I'm not helping you.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Pass the fucking ball! Then they bypass. Oh my fucking God, yo. This is fucking game, yo.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think
We're
we'll
not allowed
find
to
out
score,
just how
but they
much they
allowed to
trust
score.
their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything
Don't be
possible
like
to get
them.
you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press
This
on,
dude's slower
bring
than
people
my
to
dude.
life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 8 yards the gain on that last run.
Why
Here's
the
second
fuck
and a
do they do
couple. Back to throw. Hayden. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
This is fucking.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The center receiver in motion to the right. On On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them...
Are you fucking serious?
...his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ready with our EA Sports
Oh my God,
halftime report. Coach.
Yeah, I'm super fucking irritated.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole.
Yo, are you fucking serious?
Second half, they have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. That being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Able to connect with Dotson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I cannot believe these
niggas getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. But if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on
that means I just gotta hold it
and make
until I come back down.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield.
Get the fuck out of here. This little ass nigga. Are y'all fucking serious?
4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yo, let these next 42 seconds hurry the fuck up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hayden, he gets it to Thomas. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
$30.
Trap 50, trap 50.
$30 for a pound.
19 tight.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get
every time I got the ball,
that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Somebody was coming over towards me. That nigga's stupid as hell, yo.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now
Never
it's
again.
third and one.
It's gonna have to be 3 or more.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Bad enough with 3.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a
2
first and goal.
It's impossible. I got one more going. That's the 2 out doing. I ain't using that until
now a
everybody
shotgun handoff to Pollard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
We got half 4 on here. Bro.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hayden. They'll roll it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Micah Parsons in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
70 Ranger.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none.
Bad enough.
They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, you know, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series,
bro, you said you had to play somebody.
Like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's probably safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
They need to fucking park. You better not be leaving the fucking park. You better be letting you know where the park.
Photos, entertainers, marketing campaign.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hayden looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Throwing here, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Dude.
When you're done, come out here, okay? I want to show you something. If you can wait a minute for this, come out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm saying this with as much love as I can. I don't want to put any venom in it. I really do not want to give you drama.
This is stupid.
You said you're complaining about slavery. First off, we're not complaining. Don't tell a victim they're complaining. We don't know where our homeland is. We don't know our last name, and we don't know our bloodlines. That is traumatic. That by itself is traumatic. Our ancestors were raped, murdered, mutilated, stolen from in unpaid wages, and stolen from in land. That's trauma. And science bears it out as epigenetic trauma markers that we still suffer with. Black people and black women more specifically suffer from something called weathering due to past epigenetic trauma and current racial and environmental traumas, which we also understand that there is racism in environmental issues. So let's just talk about that. I need you to go read up on this stuff because I'm not going to tell you where to go find it. Go look it up, baby. You smart. You can do this. You made that whole video. You can go read. Now, we're talking about a stream of abuses. Reconstruction era, post-Reconstruction era, Greenwood, Rosewood, look up Lake Lanier. Go read, baby, go read. Now, the other thing is current stuff, like the Colorado ranchers who are having their land stolen. So I want you to go read because what you're doing is racial gaslighting and it's not okay. Let me explain it, and I'm going to try to talk slow. If our great-grandparents were redlined out of owning property, outpriced out of getting life insurance, and paid less to work the same job as a white person, that does immeasurable harm to the future of that family. And some of them that were able to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and start whole communities. A lot of those communities, more than is taught in any history book, were either burned to the ground, bombed, or taken over by eminent domain and flooded. There is a literal lake over an entire town called Oscarville in Georgia now. It's called Lake Lanier. My great-grandmother was the first person born free. Her mother was a slave, and her birth is actually her mom was black and her father was her enslaver that raped her mother. So the stories I can tell you would probably blow your mind. In addition to that, I don't think anybody black talks on this app about slavery all the time. All we want to do is make sure that the history is not lost, because right now, it's not in the history books. They call it the transatlantic slave trade.